Am I wrong for telling my sister-in-law I don't think she's Mother Teresa because of her job as a public defender? I'm 24 years old, and honestly, it's been on my mind. So, I'm starting law school in the fall. My older brother is married to a federal public defender. She's 31, and they have a 3-year-old son together. They live across the country, so I don't see either of them too often. My sister-in-law is overall sweet, but she routinely gets under my skin. She went to a top law school, has parents who are successful attorneys, and comes from deep money. This in itself doesn't bother me since you can't control your upbringing, but she comes across super tone-deaf and pretentious, especially around my parents who didn't go to college. For example, she constantly name-drops Ivy League schools her friends attended, like my friend from Princeton, and randomly drops people's salaries, like how much her friend who is a surgeon makes. Her family is the same way, so I think it's just how she's used to talking, but it's pretty annoying. My brother doesn't seem to notice, worships the ground she walks on, and seems to think she's Mother Teresa for going into public defense instead of working at a firm like 99.9% of her classmates. Moreover, I can't help but think that she wouldn't be able to pursue this career if she didn't have rich parents and my brother who's a doctor. Anyways, they're currently visiting my family. Before the trip, my sister-in-law finished a major trial. At dinner, my mom asked what the trial was about, and she replied that it was a horrific child abuse case. She didn't use those words. I am interjecting based on the limited facts she gave us. I understand someone needs to do the job, but it doesn't sound appealing to me at all. And I'm not sitting here thinking of her as some kind of superhero. My brother, on the other hand, was totally in awe of her commitment to the case and the fact that she got some of the charges dropped. Some additional info is that our mother was abused as a child, and I don't know if my sister-in-law knew that or not, but I'm really sensitive to that particular issue as a result. Dinner went on, and my sister-in-law asked if I was excited about law school and what type of law I want to practice. I told her I want to go the firm route. She said it's hard to get an internship with a big firm your first summer, and offered to reach out to her colleagues at the public defender's office about their internship program. I appreciated the offer but told her not to bother. And when my brother asked why, I said I couldn't see myself in a public defender's office, even for a summer. My sister-in-law agreed it's not for everyone and didn't seem offended. But my brother kept asking what I meant, and I said that although someone had to do the job, I personally wouldn't feel good about defending child abusers. Now, my sister-in-law got a bit defensive and gave me a lecture about due process, innocent until proven guilty, and how it's important to defend the constitutional rights of the most hated people in society. I got super annoyed by the platitudes and asked if she'd still say those things if her son had been the kid who got hurt. She stormed off and muttered that I was going to have a difficult time in law school with my black and white thinking. My brother is pissed at me and says I was a jerk and that I don't know the first thing about what she's been through in life and what is informing her decisions. I told him I have nothing against his wife or the fact that she's a public defender. It's just not for me. And I don't think she's Mother Teresa for doing that particular job. It's just a job. And I don't view her as any more or less ethical than people who work at firms or in prosecutors' offices because of it. I don't know why he expects me to kiss the ground she walks on because she defends people who abuse children. My sister-in-law invited me to coffee tomorrow to talk through things, and so she can give me a better understanding of what she does. Am I the asshole, and any advice for this stupid coffee date?